Welcome back to another video in our Rugby League Live 2 Brisbane Broncos career mode series. I want to cut to the actual in-game audio for nostalgia purposes because it is State of Origin time. And yeah, I'll let this whole cutscene play through and jump back into the match.
Coach in New South Wales Origin history, Phil Gould. Gus, you can really sense the excitement in the build-up here. This is going to be something special.
Oh, absolutely, Andrew. State of Origin, New South Wales versus Queensland matches are always played at a frenetic pace. So if you want to see big plays, big tackles, then look no further. Sit back, folks. Another classic Origin encounter is about to take place. Mate versus mate. State versus state. The crowd are in full voice. Let's go, baby.
Stand by, the big match is coming up.
Hope you guys enjoyed that little throwback as we jump right into the gameplay here. And it's going to be Mitchell Pearce making the first break. And interesting, to say the least, interesting rep teams for both Queensland and New South Wales. If you could remember back, you can't actually pick your squad. You get assigned an automated squad and you gotta make do with what you get. As we make a break through the middle here. And Paul Gallen almost makes it to the try line. Well, he made it but got absolutely monstered by Greg Inglis, I think it is. At fullback, slams him on his back as we jump back to Pearce on the last, looking for a bomb. A pretty terrible kick, to be honest, and we're going to turn over possession on their 10. As we enter the second quarter of the match, still scoreless. We are in possession, looking to play it down the short side through Jared Hayne. In space, gets an offload away back to Jamie Lyon. And Jamie Lyon gets wrapped up on the 10. As we throw a cutout ball to Pearce on the 4th, continuing to shift it down the line. We eventually get wrapped up with Stewart, and it's the 5th and last here with Peter Wallace. Just playing it safe here, looking to pop it in behind the line. As we get the repeat set, I've got Peter Wallace. I initially wanted to play him at hooker, but we didn't really have that many options for 5'8", so we got him playing 5'8" out of position, so I think he's decent enough to get the job done. As Queensland's dropout goes out on the full, and we get a penalty from right in front. Still on the hunt for our first try of the match, as we take the tap, and it's going to be Anthony Watmo steamrolling over one defender, as we finally score the first try of the game, coming inside the second quarter of the match. As we look to convert with the informed Peter Wallace, and we are going to head into the halftime break, leading by 6 points.
Referee calls an end to the first half. Okay, Gus, give us your rundown on the first half.
Well, I've really enjoyed what both teams have had to offer in the first half. The coaches will be pleased. They are completing their sets and making inroads territorially. This game could still go either way.
So, the home side, head to the break.
An interesting first half. We gave Queensland no opportunities, starving them of possession. It was like 70-30 or 60-40 in our favour. As we jump into the second, we're about 12 minutes in, first tackle. As we fake right, send it back to the short side. And it's going to be Morris in space, looking to draw and pass. As Idris links up with Hayne, and Hayne well crossed for our second try of the game, coming in the 55th minute. I think Idris, as you saw in that lead up to the try, we've got him on the bench. I think he'll play a big part this series. Well, hopefully we can utilize him properly. We've actually got a pretty stacked bench with Idris, Marin, Fafita, and I'm pretty sure the last one is Anthony Tupou. All classy players. As we jump into the 56th minute, in possession, we get it out to Dugan. and Dugan gets wrapped up past our 30. We try to get a quick play of the ball, try to get the ball rolling, but we end up throwing a forward pass. And it's going to be Queensland with a full set as they throw it around, get tackled 5 meters out from the try line. It's going to be Sam Thaiday charging at the line, but he gets flipped on his back as we hold out for one more tackle. 2 tackles remain in the set as Prince looks to go wide to Gagai, who steps and fends his way past Peter Wallace as Queensland get on the board for their first try. Pretty decent try. Gagai was just too good in the end, one-on-one with Peter Wallace, and he overpowers him as they convert. They trail by 4, but in the grand scheme of things, we end up walking away with the victory here in Game 1, State of Origin. It was a pretty lackluster second half, to be honest, but we do get the W. So as usual, before we jet off, we do have a round to simulate. It's round 13, and our opponents are the 11th ranked Raiders. As we sit at 3rd, we are going to beat the Raiders here, 16 points to 12. And that about wraps up this episode in our Rugby League Live 2 playthrough as the Brisbane Broncos. As always, if you made it this far into the video, hit up that comment section with the hashtag OddSquad. Drop that like button for more Rugby League content or more content in general. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you
I do this on another level.
Later.
Closer to Jesus, I go too hard in extremists to take one night out with my team, and it get harder to leave us. And yeah.